All through 2023, everywhere I went, every function I went to, with all the doom and gloom in the media, people would ask, how's the market, Mila? So here's your Oahu real estate market update. In this video, we'll talk pricing, market trends, new construction. You know, this is really a video for buyers and sellers. Also, we would love to know where you're watching from. We love it when you reach out to us, but let us know in the comments where you are. Let's talk prices and trends, coming to you from Island Brew Coffee House in Kakaako. Now here on Oahu, we saw a significant decrease in the number of sales in both single family homes and condos. Now that's sales, not prices. We'll talk prices in a bit. Single family home sales are down about 26.3% to just over 2,500 sales. And condos are down by about 28% to just about 4,500 sales. Now, despite the drop in sales, the median single family home price remains strong at over $1 million. Again, median means we take the highest sale, we take the lowest sale, and we draw a line in between every sale that took place. So this does not mean that every single home on Oahu is over $1 million. It's just important to understand what the median price is. And we'll talk about some of the other neighborhoods that have a little more competition, a little less competition, and how the prices relate to those different neighborhoods. But here on Oahu, we closed the year at about $1.05 million. We peaked in 2022 at $1.1 million. So we're down about 5% from 2022, but it's important to note that we're still up 6.1% from 2021. The median sales price for condos is down only a modest 0.3% to $508,000, around there. Now it's important to note that this is still up 7.1% from 2021. Now when I say $508,000, I'm not meaning Kakaako. Kakaako is mostly a luxury type of product, and it actually doesn't make up most of the condos on the island. You've got condos in Ewa Beach, you've got condos on the Waianae coast in Makaha, you've got condos in Hawaii Kai, as well as Mililani. So when we take into consideration the entire island of Oahu, the median condo price is relatively stable. Days on market in both the condo and the single family home market are up a lot, between 75 and 83.3%. Single family homes sat on the market about 22 days and condos sat on the market about 21 days. This is so different from 2021 and 2022. A house would come on the market, 3 days later there would be multiple offers on it. Sunday would be the open house, it would go crazy. You'd have your offer in by Tuesday, they'd be reviewing them by Wednesday, and by Thursday we'd open escrow. In 2023, there would be like 7 days that would go by on some of my listings and I'd be like, I don't even have an offer yet. I mean, I've had like 5 showings and my open house was really slow. I had one condo here in Kakaako, just absolutely beautiful, one of the most sought after buildings at Hokua, and although the unit itself is impeccable, it took over 6 months to sell, and I showed that baby 75 times before we got an accepted contract. So things have slowed down quite dramatically. However, mortgage applications are up already in 2024, and we are feeling a bit more of a pulse in the market. And on that note, despite the overall downturn, towards the end of 2023, we saw a slight increase in contract signings, showing that buyers are feeling a bit more optimistic in 2024. I think personally that buyers are settled into the idea that interest rates are not going to go down to 2 and 3% anytime soon, and we're also not seeing a decline in prices the way the media tried to portray that we were going to see this crazy market crash in 2023. It didn't happen, and buyers are now realizing, heck, I just got to get into the market. Now, sellers are also offering seller credits to help buyers buy down the rate. That's kind of become the norm in this new market. Let's talk significant neighborhoods and competition. Now, the neighborhoods that have the least amount of competition are going to be Waianae. They're going to be the neighborhoods on the Ewa Plain, including Kapolei and Makakilo. Now, in these neighborhoods, you're going to find prices to be between $800,000 and $900,000. It does go up depending on the type of home you have, depending on if you've got beautiful views up in Makakilo. Some of the newer homes down in Hoopili, in the new development there, are going for about 1.2, 1.3 million, but again, those are some of your larger homes that have views. Now, these areas have less competition. For one thing, there's a lot of development going on in both Kapolei and in Ewa, but also these are neighborhoods that tend to be a bit more sensitive to interest rates. You also have to drive in traffic to get there. There I go again talking about traffic, but it is something to consider in terms of lifestyle, in terms of desirability. Now, speaking of desirability, the neighborhoods that have the most competition are going to be Kailua, Hawaii Kai, Moanalua, Salt Lake. Now, these areas are places that people really want to live because of the lifestyle. You've got Kailua and Hawaii Kai, which have water, beaches, hiking. Moanalua, Salt Lake, that's an area that's just so darn convenient, but also there's no new construction in these areas, and there's an older demographic there, people that are less inclined to sell. All right, I already hinted at Ho'opili, so let's give you your new construction update. We'll start with the suburban markets. Ho'opili is one that's building homes and condos, flex homes for many years to come. There's also resales available. There's both single family homes and condos. Now look out for phase 11 to come very soon. It's going to include more townhouses. There's one area of Ho'opili that was very popular called the Bluffs. By the time you see this video, those will most likely be sold out. Those are the beautiful executive homes that sell between 1.3 and 1.4 million. But here's one thing to note. Don't ever get discouraged if there's a certain phase or certain type of home that you really loved and it's all sold out. People resell these things, and oftentimes you can get one that's been lived in for like 2 to 3 years, and when you go and take a look at it, it still has that new house smell, and you still get the experience that you fell in love with when you walk through the model. Might be a little bit more expensive than developer pricing, but just know that it will be available. Hopefully interest rates will be down by that time. Koa Ridge by Castle and Cook is another new development that's going strong. That's up by Mililani, or in the Waipio Gentry area right by Costco. And these homes were highly sought after, very much anticipated. Look for Malu Koa Condos to be releasing soon. Stay real close to us on these new developments as they come about. We've got our finger on the pulse of it, and we love new construction. Both of these communities, Ho'opili and Koa Ridge, are first come, first serve, but that could change at any time, and it could go back to lottery. Right now though, first come, first serve. The other one though that's being sold by lottery is Kaulu by Gentry in Kalailoa in the Kapolei area. If you watched our Kapolei video, you'll see that we went into the homes and showed you what those look like. They've got some reserved housing in there, some affordable housing. Again, stay close to us. We'd love to help you through the process. It is a little bit involved, but we know how to do it. We've had lots of clients that have bought new construction, and we will make sure that it's as stress-free as possible for you. All right, let's talk new construction in town, and this weather is getting a little bit crazy, so hopefully we can finish this video. The sky is dark. All right, Aaliyah has about 10 to 15% left to sell. The Launiu just started selling. We did great videos on both of those, so check those out. Also, the Ililani is putting its finishing touches on the building. They'll be handing over keys in late April of 2024. There's a handful of affordable units there, 1 to 2 bedrooms. Speaking of affordable, there's a lot of inventory at the park on Keaumoku in Ala Moana, and there's also a lot of inventory at Kuilei Place in Mo'iliili, both in the market and the affordable categories. Soon to come is a condo conversion downtown at the Davies Pacific Center on Bishop Street. That's an interesting area. A hotel just opened on Bishop Street, and it's kind of like they're reinvigorating the area. I have to also believe that's a casualty of COVID, being that a lot of businesses were impacted, commercial real estate was impacted, and a lot of people now work from home. So stay close to us on that. Gosh, I was just saying that I love this nice soft lighting. It's great for the complexion, but this wind and this incoming rain ain't so great. So I'm gonna try and spit this all out and get it over with in like a minute. Okay, A'ali'i, a great building at Ward Village, is sold out as of 2023, but there are resales available. We have a client that just bought there recently, and they are loving it. Also, look out for Mahana at Ward Village to release at the end of 2024. Look for Block D&E to also materialize. Block D&E is ultra luxury on the front row. Those two buildings are going to be built above the Ward Center shops. Also towards Salt, we have Kahuina, we also have Kaliu. Those are going to offer affordable workforce housing. They may or may not jump into the fray. Kahuina is supposed to be about 1,000 units, but with so many affordable units on the market, they may delay. Oh shoot. Our Kapolei video, this is the same exact thing that happened. At least we made it to the car before it started pouring. Well, sorry, it's raining and we don't have beautiful scenery anymore for you. Maybe that's why I wore this outfit, so that way we would have splashes of color. Okay, for you VA buyers, Please refer to our blog for PCS guides with insights around the neighborhood surrounding your new duty station. Also, we have BAH charts with price matrices for you to refer to. Now, gone are the days of like 20 offers with crazy escalation clauses. You VA buyers have an advantage knowing that you have the best available interest rate. You're making sellers feel very confident in your ability to close, whereas in 2021 and 2022, there wasn't a whole lot of confidence there because you had minimal down payment and were competing with buyers that had higher down payments that could fill the gap in case there was an appraisal shortfall. We're not seeing that as much anymore. We are welcoming VA buyers to be the home purchasers. Also, don't forget that you have an assumable loan benefit. Refer to our blog for more information on that or reach out to us. Let's talk vacation rentals. Current prices and interest rates are seeing short-term rentals really just breaking even. They're not the cash cows that they once were. However, there's still a really great option for those that are looking to cover some of their carrying costs while also being able to have that flexibility of vacationing out here. Now, there's a long-standing battle between the city and vacation owners, actually particularly between a property management company that is suing the city over this new ruling that changed the vacation rental period from 30 days to 90 days. A federal judge actually said you cannot enforce this law because it's infringing on property rights. So we have yet to see what the actual ruling is going to be, so we'll let you know when we have more clarity on that. So Milo, where can I find a good deal? Well, Oahu Island is still moving at about 98% list to sales price ratio. Some neighborhoods are higher, some neighborhoods are lower. The neighborhoods that are lower are going to be the ones that have more like of a master plan community. So think about the Ewa Plain, for example, where homes all kind of look alike and a lot of homes have similar floor plans, whether they're like 10 years old or whether they just came on the market as a release by a developer. We've got some sellers that are competing with new. Luckily, we're not like Las Vegas. Las Vegas, for example, they're just always building and you're always going to be competing with the next newest, brightest, shiniest thing. This is why I told my sister, do not sell your home here on Oahu. Hang on to it. Even though her home was built in like 1970, Hawaii is just one of those markets where inventory is so scarce and you want to hang on to homes if you can. Now, homes that are in original or average condition, that's where you're going to find the best opportunities. And we're talking homes that need cosmetic upgrades, you know, new flooring, new paint, maybe new countertops. We're not saying to go out and buy something that's like near a tear down or has major structural or functional defects or that's unsafe. But if you can stomach new paint, new countertops, new flooring, this is really where you're going to find the deals. These are the homes that are likely being neglected by the broader market. I mean, home prices are hard. Interest rates are hard, and now you're telling me I have to upgrade? No, thank you. I'd rather just wait for a turnkey home to come on the market. But if you are somebody, again, who's willing and able to go ahead and do some repairs or maybe wait it out for a little while and, you know, do it down the road or do it slowly as you live in the home, you're going to be in a really great position to negotiate a little bit more. The inverse is also true. Fully renovated homes are going to outperform the market for all of the reasons stated above. You're going to save a buyer the inconvenience, the cash, the stress, and of course, aren't we just a little bit more stressed out since COVID? People really just want to walk in the door and start living their lives. So sellers, if you plan on selling your home in 2024 and you have the time, the money, and the resources to make key upgrades, we highly recommend that you do so. Now, if you don't have the money or the resources, but you have the time, reach out to us. We do have a solution for you. We've actually got a program that allows you to do the repairs and the upgrades with no upfront costs. You actually don't pay until you close on your home. This is a phenomenal benefit because now your property is no longer a wounded property. It's also going to steer buyers away from making lowball offers and negotiating the heck out of you. And Hawaii weather. We were just in the office. My office is located at Ala Moana, and I looked across and I was like, it's not raining anymore, Yasu, let's get outside. It's much prettier out there, and this lighting is lovely. So let's talk about the most expensive home that was sold in 2023. That was a Park Lane penthouse right behind me. It sold for $27.5 million. However, there was an off-market deal that happened at Dillingham Ranch, and that sold for $36 million. Not to Oprah or Mark Zuckerberg as far as we know. But if you are somebody that's interested in a $36 million property, hit the pause button right now. Reach out to us through the links in the description box. Koa will answer the phone. He will screen your call and make sure you're not a scammer. And then after that, we will proceed to talk to you as if we sell $20 million properties every single day. At the same time, if you're a $300,000 property person, hit the pause button, look at the links in the description box, reach out to us. First-time home buyers are always a beloved part of our business. If you're somebody that's looking for a rental, don't hit the pause button, open up a new tab and log into Zillow.com or HighCentral.com to see some rentals that are managed by different property managers. And I'm saying that a little bit tongue-in-cheek. It's not that we don't want to help you with rentals, but it's just not a part of our business here in Hawaii like it is maybe in New York City or other big cities where you actually use a rental agent to help you find your rental. We really don't have that business practice here. Here, the relationship, if you're a tenant, is going to be between you and the landlord or you and the property manager. You know, in real estate, there's commercial agents, there's leasing agents, there's property managers, there's agents that help buyers and sellers, and that's what Koa and I do. You know, on our radar also, there's this master insurance policy thing happening. I'll talk about it just a little bit because I don't know a whole lot about it in order to give you all the nitty-gritty on it. Maybe it's really not that important. No, it is pretty important. So there are a handful of condos that have master insurance policies that don't meet the minimums imposed by Freddie and Fannie, and therefore they're unlendable. We stay really close with our lending partners. They keep us very informed on which buildings are lendable, which ones are not, which ones have actually increased their master insurance policies that are making them lendable again. So if there's any way that we can help you with a condo, let us know. If there's any way we can help you with buying or selling real estate here on Oahu, we would be honored to do so. We have a very unique industry here. We have a unique market. It's one that does not follow the national trends, and Koa and I really pride ourselves on staying up to date on what's happening and also making sure that we find you the right fit. Reach out to us at the links in the description box. We would love to help you. Thanks for watching. 6.1% from 2021. Darn car. The median condo price is $500,000. Jobs also towards salt. Very well. And you want to hang on to homes if you can. Now, I don't know what I was gonna say. Structural or functional. Did that word come out weird? Okay, that was it. As far as we know. What was I gonna say?